Addition of fractions. How we can add two or more fractions together. Let's start from example 1. You have 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. That's it, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. The first step that you need to do is that you find the LCM. That is, what is the LCM of 3 and 4? Let's use our normal method how to find the LCM. Then we have 3 and 4. To find the LCM, 2 here can go 3, 2, 2, 1. Sorry, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1. That means the LCM is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. That means the LCM equal to 12. That shows that the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. And then you put the 12, this division line. Now the next step, you now find how many times this value divide 12. Let's use counting method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 3 divided 12 in 4 times. That 4, you multiply with this 1. That means 4 times 1 is 4. Plus, how many times 4 divided 12? That means, since 3 divided 12 by 4, that means 4 will divide 12 by 3. That means 3 times 1 is 3. And then you now add 4 plus 3 equal to 7. And then over 12. That is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 is 7 over 12. That's the answer. Let me explain it again. You are given two fractions, 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. The first step, you find the LCM. The LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. Then by the time you use 2 divide and 2, 3, the LCM is 12. Now after that, you put the 12 here, and then you find how many times 3 divide 12. 3 goes in 12 in 4 times. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus this addition sign, you put it here. How many times 4 divided 12 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. And then 4 plus 3 is 12. That's 12 over 12. Now let's look at another example. Example 2. We have 2 over 5 plus 3 over 7. 2 over 5 plus 3 over 7. Let's follow the procedure. The first step, you find the LCM of 5 and 7. The LCM of 5 and 7. That is 5 and 7. Both of them are prime number. That means 5 here, 1, 7. 7 here, 1, 1. That means the LCM equal to 5 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Therefore, the LCM here is 35. And then you now find how many times 5 goes in 35. Remember, here, 5 times 7 is equal to 35. That means 7 divided 35 in 5 times. While 5 divided 37 is 7 times. Here, 5 goes in 35 is 7. Therefore, 7 times 2 is 14. Plus your addition sign. 7 goes in 35 is 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. Therefore, 14 plus 15, that will be 29 over 35. The answer is 29 over 35. Another example. Now let's now look at example theorem. You have 3 over 7 plus 2 over 3 plus 1 over 21. Here you have 3 denominator. It's still the same procedure. What are you going to do? The LCM 3, 7, 3, and 21. The LCM is 21. Because 3 can 21, 3 can divide, 7 can divide 21, 3 can divide 21, 21 can divide 21, okay? The LCM is 21. You now find 7 in 21 is 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 3 in 21 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 21 in 21 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. And then you add 9 plus 14. 9 plus 14 is 23. 23 plus 1 is 24. Then we have 24 over 21. In this case, what we have is improper fraction. What are you going to do? You turn it to mixed number. That is, you find how many times 21, how many 21 can you find here? It's 1. One odd number. And then remainder 3. That's 3 over 21. And then remember, 3 here, 1. 3 is 21, 7. That means the answer is one odd number, 1 over 7. Okay, let's go into our book and pick more exercise. Go into our book and pick more questions. Okay. Let's look at simplify. The first question here is simplify 5 over 21. There is whole number 2 plus 3 whole number 1 over 7. But in this case, let me use this one as an example because the one we've solved, there is no whole number. Here you have whole number. Let's use an example. Example 4. Example 4. Now in this case, you have fraction of mixed number. What are you going to do? You add, the first step, you add the whole number together. That is, you can take it, that is 2 plus 3 plus 5 over 21 plus 1 over 7. That is, you add the whole number. And then 2 plus 3 is 5. In this case, you now find the LCM of D, because this is fractional, you find the LCM. The LCM is 21. And then how many times 21 goes in 21 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Plus, how many times 7 goes in 21 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore, you have 5. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 21. That is 5 whole number, 8 over 21. Now let's now take number 2. Question number 2. Question number 3. Simplify one whole number 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 2 whole number 1 over 4. In this case, you have 2 mixed number and 1 proper fractions. What are you going to do? Based on what we use here, first solve the whole number. That may have 3 and 2. That means 1 plus 2 plus the fractional 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Now what's 1 plus 2 is 3 plus, if you like, I can put it in bracket, 1 over 4. And then the next step, you find the LCM of 2, 3, and 4. What's the LCM of 2, 3, and 4? Is 12. That's 3 plus 12. 2 goes in 12 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 goes here is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 goes here is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Therefore, 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. Then we have 3 whole number. We have 13 over 12. But remember, this improper fraction. How many times 12 goes in 13 is 1. Remainder one. That means 3 whole number, 1 whole number, 1 over 12. Therefore, you can now add 3 plus 1 is 4. That will be 4 whole number, 1 over 12. Let me take it again. We have 1 whole number, 1 over 2, plus 1 over 3, plus 2 whole number, 1 over 4. The first step that you need to take is add the whole number together. That is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then combine the fraction. That 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. And then the next step is to find the LCM. What's the LCM of 2, 3, and 4? Use the method. The LCM is 12. Therefore, 3 plus, put it in brackets. How many times 2 goes in 12 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus, how many times 3 goes in 12 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. How many times 4 goes in 12 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. And then the next step, you add numerator together. That means 3 plus 4 plus 3 is 13. And then therefore, 3 whole number, 13 over 12. But here is the improper fraction. And then you make it to be mixed number. That means you find how many 12 do you have here? It's 1. That 1 whole number. Remainder what? 1. 1 over 12. Therefore, you can add these two together. That 3 plus 4. Because both of them are whole number. That 3 plus 1 is 4. That 4 whole number, 1 over 12. Now, let's get more questions from our book. Number 11. Simplify 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5, 1 over 6. Pause. Now we have 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 6. What's the LCM? Let's calculate the LCM. Very simple. Here is the LCM is 30. We have 3. We have 5, 6. Let's use 3. 1, 5, 2. Let's use 2. 1, 5, 1, 5. Therefore, 3 times 2, 6 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. That shows that the LCM is 30. And then the next step, this is 30. How many times 3 goes in 30? It's 10. 10 times 1 is 10. Plus how many times 5 goes in 30 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus how many times this goes here is 5. 5 times 1, 5. And then here, this plus this is 16. 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 over 30. And then 21, 3, both of them are divisible by 3. You have 3 here, 7. 3 here, 10. And then the answer is what? 7 over 10.